Alright, is the mic set? Everything ready?
Yes.
Welcome to Drink When You Die.
Hi.
Alright, we're gonna play, yes.
What are we playing?
We're playing Grow Home, a darling little
Don't
indie.
you tell me to go home. I'm already here. You stupid asshole. Fuck you.
That wasn't even a dad joke, I don't even know what that was.
That wasn't even a dad joke?
No, yeah, that was below a dad joke.
What is a dad joke?
A dad joke is, like if you go up to your dad and you're like, I'm hungry, and he says, hi, hungry, I'm dad. Like, that's a dad joke.
Okay. I thought you were trying to say bad joke.
Oh, no,
You just
no,
ended
no,
up
no.
saying dad joke.
Dad jokes are a thing. Like, I like dad rock, dad music.
Yep.
I do.
Yeah, you're a bit of an old guy at heart, I suppose.
You like Rush, that's your favorite band. That's old guy
Yeah,
at
but
heart.
Rush is like different. I don't know.
Wait,
like
no.
this has been established with like, okay, so I have this friend who accuses Rush of being dad rock, and like Rush is kind of like it's more like nerd rock than dad rock.
What do you mean by that?
It's like the only people that are into Rush are like kind of weird, like like pseudo-intellectual, like creative types who like are misunderstood, which I don't even know if that like necessarily fits like who I am. But well, I think I'm creative, so I think that maybe that like part works. But like, it's basically it's a band that like weirdos like. It's super like it'll never be mainstream.
Well, it is weird music. I mean,
Yeah, it's super weird, but I only like weird music, to be honest. Like, I mean, I
that
guess
is true, and I appreciate that, though sometimes it gets a little bit too weird. We have our bond over architecture in Helsinki and weird stuff.
Oh yeah, they're super weird though.
Yeah.
That's like, I honestly that band's like too weird for me at times. Like
bullshit. You like weirder than that.
That
Okay.
first album, dude, is just like, what the fuck? Like, I remember I read an article on Pitchfork that said, it sounds like a bunch of kids, like, skipped church camp to, like, go hang out in an attic, and they found, like, a glockenspiel and, like, a ukulele, and decided to, like, just make some fucking songs. And this is that band. And, like, yeah,
Pitchfork.
that is an accurate description. Pitchfork is great, man. Like they're so pretentious and like hipstery and shit, but like
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like, oh shit.
they have the best written articles. Even if it's like super silly, it like at least it sounds like it was written by an intelligent person. Oh yeah, you might want to set a timer or something.
I totally forgot to set a timer. Here, take my
Oops.
robot.
Fly away, little robots.
Wait, grab a flower. Grab a flower. No.
You already have a flower. You have a
Wait,
flower in your
I
bag.
do.
Wee! Whoa, I was just like flying, man. Do you see that shit?
That was actually very nice.
Whee! So yeah, this game's called Grow Home.
This is not made by Ubisoft, by an Ubisoft
like some folks
child of
who-
Ubisoft.
Yeah,
Ubis.
something like that. Do you think that you know what this kind of reminds me of? I was trying to like put my finger on it earlier, but I like totally couldn't come up with it. Is
Looks like Octodad.
No, you keep saying that. This game does not remind me of Octodad. It reminds me of what's the one that? Oh, No Man's Sky. Doesn't this kind of have like a little bit of a No Man's Sky vibe?
I think it's early. I don't know. Just the planet and the blocky. Yes.
Like, I mean, I hope
It's
there's a
good.
lot more to No Man's Sky than this. Which, yeah, eventually we'll look back on this and be like, oh man, oh boy, were we wrong or right. One of the
No
two.
Man's Sky. It's almost become like the. Oh, grab that. Replenish your flower.
When is that
It's
even
almost become
coming
like
out?
the.
Do you know?
No, they've said everything about it except like the release date, and that's become like a bit of infuriation.
Oh, they still haven't said the release date, huh?
No.
Huh, interesting. I thought it was this year, but I guess not. They've just been like teasing the hell out of that thing for the longest time.
Which it's starting to run into that dangerous zone of.
Yeah. I think people are starting to kind of get fed up. They're like, okay, what the fuck is this game? Can you please, like, you know, show us something more than just, like, going to planets and collecting... Oh, god damn it. Ah! I fell into the boulders.
Oh, that head thing was kind of cool. No, I like this, though. I like the wonkiness. It feels like... It's a children's game, but it's minimalist enough to actually be... and controls well enough to be fun.
Woohoo!
So I wish your reach was a little bit longer because it's slow climbing.
You probably get that upgrade at some point. I'm guessing. You get, like, spaghetti arms or something.
Well, you got up percent when you picked up that crystal.
Yep. Yeah, we've made it a little.
Hopefully that's not just
further.
a collectible thingy.
Don't worry, we don't know what happens. We haven't beaten the whole thing. You guys get to find out what happens with us. First, we gotta
We know what happens when you do that.
ram some plant dicks into some island parts. Yeah! The chode has increased. All hail the chode. Forward we climb into oblivion. But do you think that
No Man's Sky?
do you think that No Man's Sky will live up to the hype?
I don't know. I'm usually... I mean, there's nothing better than being the one to say, oh, I totally called it. Like, for instance, I did that with fucking Alien Isolation. I was like, don't worry, they'll get it this time, and nobody believed me.
But
then again, I said Kane and Lynch was gonna be good.
Not everybody loved Alien Isolation.
Like 5 people didn't like it, and they're wrong. No, I'm just saying, arguably they did a better job than with Colonial Marines.
Oh, well, that's not even arguable. That's
exactly.
That game was considered just like the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I think that
Wait, careful. Ooh.
Colonial Marines.
That is a satisfying fall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like actually like, whoa, hey now.
Just for that glitchiness. Sorry, Colonial Marines.
Yeah, I didn't realize that the acclaim for Isolation was so universal. I don't think it got nominated for like any Game of the Years or anything.
Oh,
like
it was.
that.
It was nominated for a lot.
Seriously?
You go on Metacritic, people loved it, but
Interesting.
it was interesting. IGN hated it, and that they got a ton of flack for that. But then again, IGN is the one that's always... You go on Metacritic, IGN's reviews are at the bottom, except for those... Yeah, there was a big controversy because they did that for Colonial Marines, they did that for Heroes of the Storm, which Destructoid gave it like a 95. Everywhere else loved it. And they did it for...
Ooh, it's a teleporter.
Oh yeah, please get to that. They did it for a game that I love called Apotheon, which is like a Greek Metroided Prime. And what I mean by Greek is like ancient
it's
Greek.
2D, so not Metroid Prime.
Or not
like
Metroid Prime.
Super
I don't say
Metroid.
Metroid Prime. You know what I mean. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
Metroidvania.
Yeah. It's like a Metroid game or Castlevania game.
Yeah,
2D.
But it looks like a Greek pot. Yeah, no, it's gorgeous and it's...
Sounds cool.
The combat is... We should play that actually. You'd enjoy it. But IGN panned it, and they panned Heroes of the Storm and... Wait.
Come on.
They liked Mad Max though, which
Really?
they loved Mad Max.
I heard Mad Max was a turd from all of my
from critics. A lot of players liked it though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you trust the most?
Game trailers.
Really?
That's that's my fave. My go-to.
I liked Polygon, but they gave what's the new Batman? Arkham Knight a 10, a perfect score, and it wasn't great. I don't think that it did anywhere near a perfect score.
Yeah, they were talking about that. Like the most recent episode of Game Trailers, the podcast, they were talking about how
get
like
a new flower.
Yeah, Batman kind of came in and went, and like they were saying like, yeah, it's probably not even gonna get nominated for any Game of the Year awards.
Which is shocking. Like I had huge issues with that game, and I only got it because Polygon gave it a 10. I was like, I trust Polygon. I trust that this will be a great game.
But giving a game a 10 seems kind of like... Just like you're saying that it's perfect.
Yeah, it is. And I'm going to really piss one or two people off here, or like 500. Yeah. I don't even think The Last of Us deserved a 10.
Yeah, I don't think that any game can like really be considered a 10 unless it's like... Unless many years have gone by and it's like a tried and true classic. Like... Even like the same goes with like movies. Like a lot of times, like things don't really like reveal themselves as like what they are on the first few.
And even worse, like a lot of things erode. Like Juno.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Juno.
Juno's not good anymore. Is that?
Don't watch Juno again.
Why?
It didn't work for me. Actually, you know what? It's not terrible. It's very much of its time, but the kish of it, it's grating. It's like somebody took a lot of sugar, put it on a cheese grater, and just rubbed it against your ears.
Yeah, I guess at that point, like, everybody was really high on, like, Michael Cera and Ellen Page, like...
and Diablo Cody's writing.
Juju. Diablo Cody, who's she?
She was the writer of it, and then she did Jennifer's Body, and that's when everyone was like, ugh.
Jennifer's Body. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think I've heard of her. She might have been on a podcast that I listened to or something.
I mean, it was very interesting writing, and it's definitely
Dude,
her...
holy fuck. What the hell? What happened to Ellen Page, man? Like, is she still around?
Well,
like,
she had her coming out, and then she entirely fell off the radar after that.
She, like, came
Which
out
is
of...
weird.
Like,
That's usually when they...
Like, being straight and doing movies at the same time. Come on, pumpkin. Yeah.
Oh, you might want to grab those crystals, too.
I want this pumpkin.
Okay.
That's all I need in my life. Some pumpkin
This is how we're
loving.
going to play this game.
Yeah. Wee. Okay.
Wait, do you mind if I, like...
Bye.
Uh-oh. Do you mind if I backtrack, like, 20 minutes? And,
If you backtrack 20 minutes.
No. We were talking about Pitchfork, and there was something that was interesting.
Okay.
And of course, everyone knows the review of that Jet album, just a monkey pissing on its mouth.
Yeah. I was like thinking about that just the other day.
Really?
Like, what the fuck were they thinking, man? That's just mean. Like.
But here's the thing: there are things that I think that is entirely acceptable to do for certain pieces of art. If they just don't give a shit.
But
yeah.
Like, if they don't give a shit, then why are they reviewing it? Like, and I like Pitchfork, but I'm willing to say that I think that was like
a dick move.
That was a dick move, man. Like, whoever fucking did that, like...
I think people got more enjoyment out of that than... Actually, I enjoyed the album.
It's kind of some, like, cruddy journalism, really. Like, I mean, what if you guys, like, you know, ended up having to, like, eat your words when, like, you know, Jet's next album was a work of masterpiece.
But here's the thing, if that happens, then they get to say, yay, it's a work of masterpiece, and that's... even better.
It just seems really rude to like not even acknowledge a band, like
really.
I mean, like that's like bullying. Can you fucking grab? Okay.
Well, I think they need to. I think they need to be that mean sometimes. They really need to just hammer it in if something is that shitty, or they care. Wait, flower, grab one.
But like,
if they care that little,
dude, like. Fucking opinion is subjective, man. Like, what your favorite album in the world might be,
but that
is like considered trash to somebody, and the other way around. Like, you can't say, like, that's why I kind of take issue with the whole like rating of things, like the number review. It's kind of just like, you know, what might be like not a great game or a movie or album or whatever to somebody might be like really good to somebody else. It all depends on like your...
That's why I like Yahtzee, zero punctuation. He has never given a number for anything.
But at the same time, I do see the need for like journalism, that type of journalism where it's like, you know, you're basically like doing a service for the consumer, because like people only have a certain amount of money. They can only spend their money on a certain amount of things. So you need to tell them like what the best thing is. Like, that's what people are going to you for.
And I also think no, I entirely agree, but I also think that it's art. It needs a detailed analysis too. You need to be able to look at it and have somebody who truly understands what they're talking about look at it.
Rating art is, and like it kind of goes back to what I was saying with like time being a huge thing too. Like, artwork like doesn't, you know, it can come and go without much fanfare, but then like, you know, in the case of like fine artists, like hundreds of years go by and we like realize like, oh my god, this was, I don't know how I'm gonna grab this.
One-handed?
Dude, this is some epic shit right here. Oh my god. I don't think I can do it. Not one-handed, no.
Anyway, I have some bad news for you, Drew.
What?
I forgot, or for whoever's watching this, I forgot to set the timer, so that means you're just gonna very dramatically call.
This is just gonna cut off.
But you know what? I kind of like that. It'll just be, we'll be in the middle of a very heated debate, and then.
I mean, or we could just end it here, because we've made it to we've made it to the second island, bro. How about when
you reach the very top?
Climb this fucking...
Alright, you can do it, Drew.
I feel like I'm going the absolute worst way possible.
Through the water?
Yeah. Oh god.
There has to be some art, though, that truly deserves to have a monkey pee.